This episode is brought to you by Kalona Brewing Company. If you live in Eastern Iowa, make sure to swing by Kalona Brewing Company's tap room. Amazing food and amazing craft beer. If you live in Central Iowa or in the Midwest, swing by your local supermarket and see if they carry the Kalona Brewing Company line of beer. And also swing by your local restaurants, local bars, see if they have Kalona Brewing Companies on tap. If not, make sure you guys request it. I kid you not, you won't regret that. Other than that, enjoy this episode, guys. Thank you for joining us at Beerfish Fanatics. And this episode is actually brought to you by Whisker Seeker Tackle.
So make sure you guys go to whiskerseeker.com for all your catfishing gear.
Enjoy the episode, guys. All right, man. Haven't seen you in a while, so let's go. All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Beerfish Fanatics. This is Granny with MaPop Fishing. We have
Kit with the Fishing Kit YouTube channel. Yeah, I know. Last episode, I said I was gonna try something different, but whatever.
I was gonna say something, but it's all good, dude. Huge shout out to our sponsor, Kalona Brewing Company. I'm drinking the Vienna Symphony Vienna style lager. I've had this before. It's a little purple beer here. It's really cool. I really like it. It's kind of a unique flavored, I think it was the European type beer, but I like it. It's really good, man. What do you got, guy?
I got the Aloha Iowa Pineapple Belgian Style Ale.
I need to go buy more of that one. That was actually one of my favorites. So, all right. Cheers.
Oh, okay. I always wondered why the whole Hawaii and Iowa thing. The photo is a Hawaiian native and longtime Kalona, Iowa resident. Pua H. It's the lady on the picture.
Yeah, you don't remember, huh? So when we were, Christina, she actually told us that when we were out there. I was like, but you're talking about a year and a half ago. That's probably why you don't remember.
And there was beer involved. So.
Yeah, so that's very true. Cheers, man. Sheesh. Cheers. Very good, though. You guys got to try this. So, all our listeners, I don't know if you guys are into craft beer or not. We obviously are. I know we got some new listeners and everything, but you guys definitely got to go. Give your local breweries a try. Support local, and you'd be surprised if you can find a really good beer that you probably end up really liking. So, make sure you guys try your local breweries for sure.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I drink my Bud Light. I started drinking the freaking light lager stuff again lately.
Ew.
I mean, I mixed it up. You know, you don't have to go off the deep end like I did a couple years ago and just drank strictly craft beer. Yeah. I just mix it up now.
I drink primarily craft beer only. I don't know. I just I tried going back. It's just it's one of those I drink. Okay, so this is the thing. I would drink maybe like 3 or 4 good craft beers, and then if we're gonna really party, if I'm gonna drink the rest, after that, man, everything kind of tastes the same. It's at the end of so this is what I recommend to anybody. Like, if you go not drinking, order a great beer. The first beer, at least the first 1 or 2 beers, make it a really good beer. Enjoy the taste, enjoy the beer. After that, if you're gonna binge, I'm not recommending binge drinking, but I'm just saying if you do, I mean, then you can have a couple of that other stuff, because after your first couple few, they all taste the same. They do the same thing that you're looking to do.
Well, for me, it's like I've been playing cards a lot again lately. If you just want to sit there and play cards and drink, I'm not gonna say all night, but more than usual. It's easy. It's pretty easy to down some light beers. But if you're just doing a casual, 2 or 3 beers, craft beer is the way to go.
There you go. So this week, just myself and Fishing Kit, we had a few things we kind of want to talk about, but he actually brought something up right before we jumped on, which I'm actually kind of excited because I'm grateful that he actually brought up a little bit. But the last podcast, you mentioned you're working on your bait tank. So
yes, sir.
Because I was like, All right, now because I struggle fishing, guys. If you don't know by now, I do. So if I got a homie that has a bait tank and I want to go catch catfish, I might have a source now. So how is that planning coming along? How are you doing? And am I ready to go over there and drop a $5, $10 or something, and you hook me up some fish, or what's up, man?
Well, for one, I can't sell you bait.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I'll buy you a beer. Shit. My bad. My bad. I'll drop a Kalona beer for you. How's that sound?
Sure. I don't know. It's something that's been in the back of my mind for a while. I've been wanting to keep a bait tank, not specifically for keeping bait for catfish, but initially it was for keeping minnows that I had left over from like ice fishing or even summer fishing. That's the main reason why I don't even use minnows anymore. I haven't bought minnows since ice fishing. That's because during the winter, minnows are way easier to keep. I can just you don't have to worry about them getting hot, and they die easily when it gets hot. But in the summertime, unless you keep that water fresh and cool, those minnows are going to perish. And I don't want to. I mean, I have stuck them in my fridge, but it just takes up room in my fridge. But now I got a bait tank started. It's still early. It's nothing complicated. I just got a foot locker thing. It's probably, I don't know, 60 gallons or something.
Not bad. What's gonna be the first type of baits you're gonna store in it or try and maintain?
Probably bluegills or green sunfish or something.
So you're not gonna do the minnows no more, you don't think then?
I mean, I'll still do the minnows, but
Okay.
initially, I just wanted something in the wintertime because I was going through minnows like crazy. That's I feel like for me, winter time is the time to use minnows.
For you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but the wintertime I was keeping the minnows. Dude, my minnows were like lasting almost like I want to say almost a month and a half to almost 2 months. During the winter, like you're saying, because all I did was put it in the garage because obviously it's super cold here, and I just put an air bubble machine there and just plugged it in, and it you're right, it's like what the heck, it lasts 2 months. That's kind of crazy. But you're right, during the summertime, holy shit, good luck keeping it alive for an hour in 90-degree heat.
Yeah. So I might be picking up some minnows here. I don't know if people have been paying attention or not, but I'd never use minnows in my open water fishing.
You don't actually, yeah. I mean, yeah. If you guys do pay attention, he doesn't. I mean, obviously, I fish with them quite a bit, and you hardly ever. I don't think you've ever used minnow. I mean, unless it's like is that the only thing it's biting or something like that, and that's like super rare. I never really see you fish with minnows.
Yeah,
Very true.
Yeah. Anyways, back to the bait tank. I just bought some stuff off my buddy. He used to have a few fish tanks and stuff. He had a bait tank going for like a week or something, and then he texted me, "Hey, you still trying to put together a bait tank?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Hey, I'll sell you this stuff." Oh, okay. And he gave me a good price, so I just jumped on it. So right now, all I got is a canister filter. It's a filter that people would use for aquariums and stuff. I know a lot of people use pond pumps. But I mean, he gave me a good price with all this stuff. Right now, I just tested it just to make sure everything works and nothing's leaking. And so far, nothing is leaking. And this way, I can get all the chlorine out of the water too, because I didn't buy any conditioner, because with tap water it has chlorine and that's bad for the fish. So you have to pull that stuff out either with water conditioner or just basically if you let water sit out, the chlorine evaporates out of it, especially if it's moving. That way you get everything to evaporate quicker. So
cool. So we'll keep tabs on your journey on here, because I'm pretty sure there's some listeners here that are contemplating, trying to start their own little live bait machine here, so they don't have to keep buying. Because everybody thinks about that, especially people who catfish, or not just even that. Like you said, people who use minnows a lot. It'd be kind of interesting to see how you do and what you recommend and how you're successful and what you're not successful at.
Yeah, I don't know why it took me so long. I think it's just laziness, to be honest, because it is a super ghetto setup. I I I got this tub sitting on top of like 4 pallets from work. Okay, I wanted to raise it up off the ground. That way I don't have to reach down, and changing the water if I ever need to would be a lot easier.
Yeah.
So I just grabbed 4 pallets on work, stacked them on top of each other, put the tub on top, and just filled it with water. And luckily, my hose ran from my house into my garage.
That's good.
So I'm gonna probably check it one more time after we get done recording it. Make sure nothing's leaking.
So you're just afraid. I think you'll be all right. Well, we'll take pictures and you got to make a video of it for your YouTube channel. And once it's all operating, you can be like, look, hey, as long as it works and, as long as it provides you bait, right?
Yeah. And there's a few accessories that I want to add to it. So once I get everything up and running, I'll probably make a video.
Yeah. And speaking of putting bait into the fridge, I don't know if you were here that one day. Highly recommend. Really be careful with night crawlers you guys put in the fridge. I put mine in there and I kind of left it in for quite a long time. And I don't know if you're here because when my brother-in-law was here, Dan.
I think so. I think I remember that.
Shit, man. I pulled it out and they were like, because it was in there for so long. Somehow, I think it got the wetness of the container and the worms or the night crawlers got through. And then when I tried to empty it, it would just went everywhere. And 100% sure if my wife would have saw that, oh man, I probably would have been on the couch for a month because she would have freaked out and she would have been so pissed off. So everybody, make sure you put night crawlers in the fridge that you eat from, and your wife doesn't know, your significant other doesn't know. Make sure you put it like in a bag or a container that's not wet and doesn't leak, because oh man, that would have, even Dan, he's like, holy shit, you're so lucky, Gores. He's like, she's not here, she doesn't see that. She would have freaked out. I go, yeah, I would have been in deep shit. So just that's just a FYI for everybody. I don't know if anybody's ever had that issue. I did, so sucks. So just be careful on that.
Yeah, so I have a theory because you said you wanted to come over and get some bait, right?
Sure.
So I have a theory.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna have like bluegills, green sunfish, probably chubs. If I catch some chubs, I'll throw them in there too.
Okay.
And I might throw the occasional crappie in there for bait.
All right.
My theory is that you're gonna come over and get some quote unquote bait. I'll take this crappie and this bigger bluegills, a few of them. And then next thing you know, I see, crispy fish for the girls.
Whatever. All right. So depends on the size of the crop. No, just kidding, dude. The cross could, no, I wouldn't do that, dude. I would actually use it for bait, I think.
Another thing is I do want to start flathead fishing, and bait is key.
All right. Yeah, we got to start because Corey, we had on our last podcast. So Corey, he's up there in the Northeast right now on a tournament trail again. I think he's gone for like 10 days or so. But yeah, he's definitely said he's going to take us flathead fishing. So it'd be kind of cool for him to kind of show us the ways. It'd be nice. Hopefully I can get a day or two out whenever you guys get a chance to go together, and then it'll be kind of fun because I think maybe we'll even record a podcast or something out there. It'd be kind of cool, and then just so I can learn a little bit more about it. I mean, we talk about it, but we haven't really done it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
it'd be fun.
We don't even have to wait for Corey. I just go out on the river at night sometime and just give it a crack.
Well, we know of a spot, kind of near my spot, my house. Let me know.
Yeah.
Because I mean, technically, it's within distance, and if we suck, we suck. We can just go home. You know what I mean? So it's not like too bad, and it's near my house, so technically, I can just I'm just down the block, honey. I'll be right back tonight. Kids are sleeping. We can go for. Actually, that's not a bad idea, dude. It is technically a couple of minutes from my house. I could, kids are asleep. I can be like, hey, honey, I'm just gonna go fishing with Kit. You let me know the time and day. If we do it at night, I think I can probably get away with that for sure.
Yeah, it'd have to be I guess it doesn't have to be at night, but
Yeah.
the odds are in your favor if you go at night.
For sure, man. Well, speaking of, so this was the cool thing, speaking of catfishing and everything, I think it was last year or 2 years ago, Fishing Kit was kind of teaching me a little bit more about knots and everything, especially the knots he uses for catfishing, which is pretty damn cool because there's like really no knot. What do you call it? Is it the Snell knot you use? Is that?
Yeah, it's a Snell, or they call it the knotless knot.
Knotless. That's what you were telling me. It's a knotless knot. You guys should definitely Google this, YouTube it. Pretty damn cool. I mean, to me, I was like, you showed me, I was like, man, that's really cool. And it's super strong as hell. And like he was like, Fishing Kid was just saying, it's like, it's knotless. I mean, what? Okay, how does it not be knotless?
Well, you're not really, well, I guess when you think about tying a knot, you're what's a good way to put this? You're kind of wrapping the line around it. So
Okay.
you're not really doing that with the knotless knot. You're just wrapping it around the shank.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you just feed the line through the eye, wrap the line through the. Let me back up. Basically, you're feeding the line through the eye and then wrapping the line around the shank, and then you're taking one end and feeding it back through the eye again. It's super simple.
Yeah.
It's strong and it's super easy to tie.
And do you only use that specific knot for catfishing? And why?
I don't know, because it's easy.
Jackass. Oh, I mean, because you don't use it for your regular stuff.
Not for jig heads, because
Yeah.
you can't really tie that. I mean, I guess you could, but I just use it for octopus style hooks. And octopus style hooks is where the eyelet is bent back a little bit.
There you go. That makes sense.
You could do it with straight shank hooks, but I feel it's more effective when you do it with a octopus style, because when you snell your hooks or do the knotless knot, it kind of pulls on the eye of the hook, and it kind of makes it bend, or not bend, it kind of makes it point a certain direction when you put pressure on it.
I didn't even think of it that way, but you're right. Just the way it's set up. Yeah, it wouldn't make it. So it kind of, do you think it helps like when you're reeling in the fish then, the way you're putting the pressure on?
Yeah, I mean, with circle hooks, it matters more because you gotta get that hook point into the corner of the mouth, and when it's snelled and it's got the octopus, got that bent eye, it just pulls it in a certain direction to help get that hook point into some skin, pretty much.
There you go.
At least that's why I use them. They're easy to tie, and it just works for me. I mean, you can use it with regular circle hooks too, but I just like the octopus ones.
For sure. No, you guys got for sure. And this was one of the knots that he taught me, and it was really cool. Taught me in about 30 seconds, and I was like, "What the hell? Why haven't I ever been using that?" Well, then again, I never really catfished until about a couple of years ago. So it's really a cool, good knot to use. What other knots do you normally use? Like when when you're wiper fishing, bass fishing. When I say bass, I'm talking about white bass or anything like that. And then just like crappie fishing, there's any specific hook you use all the time, or do you mix it up? Or because I mean, technically, I use what is it, the improved cinch knot. Is it clinch or cinch?
I'm pretty sure it's clinch.
Okay. But that's what I normally use, the improved one. I don't know. It works. People should look it up. It's pretty easy, but the polymer knot, they always say, is the strongest.
I use polymer knot because it's the easiest.
You think so?
You literally do an overhand knot.
I think why I feel like I struggle with it because I don't use enough leader. You know how you get it, because you know how you put it through the eye and then you take a lot out and then you put it back through the eye and then you do your overhead knot, and then I don't know, man.
How long's your leader? Like 6 inches or something? How do you not have enough leader?
I don't know, maybe about a foot. You said,
Why do you need a foot of line to tie a Palomar knot?
I don't know. It feels like I struggle, man. Shit, man. I'm not saying I need it. I'm just saying I struggle, man. I got freaking fat fingers, and it just sucks. But then when I do the improved cinch shot, it's just easy. But you're right. Well, this is the thing with the Palomar knot is that I think it has like 2 lines because obviously it goes through the eye and comes back, so it's like double line. So I think it does feel stronger for sure. But it's just I don't know, man.
It's literally like an overhand knot.
After you put it through the hole, and you gotta put it back through the hole, and then you do the overhead knot, and then you gotta wrap it around the hook.
That's 3 steps.
Well, the improved cinch is you put it through the eye, you just spin the shit like 6-7 times, and then you put. I guess that is like it's about the same. I don't know, right? I don't know. Is that the only knot you use then? Just the Palomar?
If I'm tying stuff on like at the end of my line, let's say a swivel or a jig head, I'm using a Palomar knot, because basically you just make a loop with your line, put the loop through the eye, tie overhand knot, put the loop over the shank, and pull it tight.
Yeah, you're right. How do you tie your leader to your main line?
Palomar knot.
Really?
Oh,
no.
Leader to my main line?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, the leader to the. What do you use?
Like if I'm connecting straight?
Yeah, from let's just say your braid to your leader, to your braid to your whatever line you use, mono or your mono or your fluoro.
See, I'll do a uni to uni knot or a double uni knot or something.
Okay, that's what I used to. How many actually knots are there that connect lines to lines? There's a lot though, huh?
I don't. There's a bunch out there. Whatever knot you could tie, whatever knot you're good at tying is the best knot you should tie.
Unless it's not as strong as the other knots, right?
Yeah, but if you suck at tying the other knots, then it doesn't make a difference.
See, I suck at it's weird. Everybody's gonna kill me on this. Like, you suck at Palomar knot, it's so easy, like you just said. But I don't know. I struggle with it, and then I just feel like the improved clinch, cinch, whatever, is just easier for some reason. I don't know.
The improved clinch knot sucks if you're using bigger line, though.
Yes, that is very true on that. That's why I don't use it when catfishing, though.
Yeah, that's because you got the knotless knot.
Yeah, and that's exactly that makes a huge difference. You're right, for sure. If you're using thick line, the improved clinch sucks. I tried it, I was like, ugh. It doesn't. It's just all loose and everything, so it doesn't even work right.
Yeah, it doesn't dress properly.
Dress, is that the word?
Yes.
Thanks, man. Teaching me shit, dude. I don't know, man. All right, so it doesn't dress properly.
Yeah, when it gets all nice and neat. Yeah. It's hard to do that when the line's thick.
For sure. And I think everybody who listens to this, it's always good to learn some new knots, though. I mean, YouTube it for sure if you guys get a chance. But I just like to learn different knots because I've actually since I'm going to be fly fishing, I've been learning a lot of these new knots that fly fishing use. They use different types of knots. So
if you're gonna struggle with the Palomar knot, I don't know how you're gonna tie these fly fishing knots.
Wait. Well, actually, I've seen a lot of people who fly fish. They use the improved clinch.
Yeah, but you're talking about all these other knots, though.
Yeah, it looks pretty easy. It's like I think what is it called? The loop or whatever, a loop knot or something like that. It's kind of cool. It should be all right. I'll be fine.
I feel you have a trouble with loops because
I do.
So how are you gonna join 2 loops together?
I don't know, man. I'll figure.
If you can't put one loop on you can't even tie a knot with one loop.
I'll figure it out, kid. I've always figured shit out. I might struggle for the first year. This is gonna be a struggle because I'm still waiting to get out. If you guys are wondering, Central Iowa weather has sucked. At least to get my fly fishing, I've actually this whole week I actually had time, and it's been like 100 degrees. Then all of a sudden there's a storm, then another derecho. Is it derecho storm the other day?
Derecho.
Derecho. Holy shit, I couldn't pronounce that. Sorry. Derecho. We had a derecho here. So weather has sucked. Couldn't fish. But I've been trying to get out there and fly fish. I wanted to record, and I haven't been able to, but I'm excited. You guys going to see me try and fly fish. It's going to be hilarious because I probably won't catch shit. And you're going to be like, dude, this is the worst fly fishing experimental idea of all time by MaPop Fishing. We're never watching him again. That's what's going to happen.
Where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? Or what are you gonna target?
I'm gonna try to target largemouth or bluegill at the local ponds. I'm gonna try to take it easy. At first, okay, so Sean Saki Fishing talked me out of it. I go, yeah, let's just freaking fly fish for wipers. And he's like, have you ever really fly fish for fish? And I go, nah, not really. He goes, you might want to do that first, because if you try to catch a 4 or 5 pound wiper and you never really truly fly fish and never really fought a real big fish, yeah, you might want to try that first. So he kind of talked me out of that on the 4th. On the 4th of July we had, and then he was like, yeah, you might want to do that first. Then we can try that.
Baby steps.
But you know me, when have I ever take baby steps? I just jump into it and struggle and then come and ask you, why do I suck? Well, idiot. This is why.
You said it. I couldn't have put it better myself.
Oh. Whatever. I gotta grab another beer. But that's just me, man. Yeah. I learned by experiment and trial by error. I think that's the word I was looking for. Trial by error. I learned best that way. It's probably not the best way to learn, but that's what I do. I'm drinking another Vienna, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had a couple beers in a while. Been trying to, so yeah, the wife's like, dude, or actually not even the wife, the kids are like, dude, Dad, your belly's getting a little bit big and really, really soft. So I have to, so I'm minimizing my craft beer intake to podcast days. So there, that's how special you are, Kit. It's the only time I'm drinking beer for now.
Thanks.
But damn good beer though. I'm not gonna lie, I missed it. What else you got, man? I was thinking, what do you want to talk about? Or how's your fishing been, man? I mean, I haven't been. I mean, I wanted to get out this past week, 2 weeks actually. Weather else can cooperate, but I'm sure you have been out. How have you been doing? Anything you've been targeting? Any success stories you can share with me so I can live vicariously through you?
Fishing sucks.
Weather-wise, do you think that's affecting it? Pressure, water? Because right now we haven't gotten any water. Well, we finally got some rain lately, but the water level's pretty low still. Or what do you think?
I don't think rain's the problem. We've had enough rain.
Okay. What do you think it is then?
Oh, it's just summer. Dog days of summer.
Do you think timing-wise too? If you were to fish maybe crack of dawn? Because I know it's hard for you to fish crack of dawn because normally you work in the mornings during the weekdays. Weekends, we tend to have a few beverages, and fishing at 5 a.m. is a little out of touch, but I know you get to fish during the day and then you fish in the evenings. Do you think that makes a difference? Or would? I don't know.
It probably doesn't make that big of a difference.
But no wiper action yet?
Not lately. Not lately. Well, the bait, the bait's starting to get to a size where the fish are kind of chasing them down, but they're still pretty small. And I don't throw 1-inch lures. I snagged a shad the other day. It was less than an inch. It was like 3/4 of an inch.
Okay. I think I know what you can do. You can start fishing for the green carps.
Nah.
Oh, well, man, you're gonna knock off all our bass fishing listeners, man. Come on, dude. All right. Well, yeah, you got to get into it somehow, man. I know how can we?
Why do I have to?
You don't have to, but I think it would be interesting, and I think people would like to hear like, all right, these guys aren't too bad, and maybe you can start chasing them. I don't know.
Why don't you? How come you don't go? You're like hurting for content. Why don't you just go fish for bass?
I do, but I haven't had time to go. But I do once in a while. But cause I don't know, I like to catch something different too.
Exactly.
I think that's it.
I don't need to go bass fishing. I'm here saying that the fishing sucks. I'm just being, sarcastic or whatever.
For
But
sure.
because I got a pretty good spring and early summer so far this year. My queue for YouTube is going once a week. I have a video already scheduled for September 7th,
Holy shit, guy.
plus 7 ice fishing videos.
Man. So everybody, go check out Fishing Kit YouTube channel. Get his ass up to 2,000 subs. You're close as hell right now. You just got to get over that little hump. I think just trickling.
Yeah, it's trickling right now. Little driplets every couple days.
For sure. No, get your ass over that. But hey, man, that means you can take a vacation if you really wanted to. Because you're technically almost till next year if you really wanted to.
I counted the weeks. If I hold off until December 1st to publish my first ice fishing video, I got like 11 videos. I need 11 more videos.
Sheesh.
Then I'm covered for the rest of the year.
That's awesome. Hey, that's the grinding. That's the work you put. You put in a lot of work on the ice last year, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, you have to think of it this way, dude. Actually, I think you put more work in through the ice this past year and also spring that you probably have in the previous years. I don't think you realize it, but I think you have, because I'm like, what are you doing? Fishing, and then you're always icing. I'm like, but you put a lot of work. You know what I mean? You grinded quite a bit.
Yeah. But I say that I'm this far ahead. I got maybe a handful of videos left to edit.
Oh.
And then after that, I've been struggling.
It's all right, man. You'll get some. I think I have one more video to edit for the month here. Like I said, I'm going to try to release every 2-3 weeks. Actually, I think once a month is all I can, at least at the moment, timing wise. Because summertime I never realized how much spring and summer, because the kids are getting bigger now. So my timing is more limited. You know what I'm saying? Because when the kids were smaller, it's like nap time, whatever nap, I can go fish for an hour or two. I can't do that no more. 3 of them don't nap.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, shit, my time is. That's what so this is the thing. If you guys don't have kids or have kids, whatever, that's what I've realized. Like, I have multiple kids. My fishing. So when they were like super young, I could fish a lot more. Like maybe a year or 2 years ago, I could fish a lot more. I just felt like, because time, they take naps or whatever. But now they just want to do more activities. They want to go do something or blah, blah, blah. And I watch them. I'm home with them all day, every day. It's just like, shoot, I just realized like my time has really dwindled in regards to when I can go fish. So that's what I realized. But it's okay though, man. Like I was saying, I commit to at least one video a month. I'm going to try, if I can pump another 1 or 2 in there, I'll do that. But one video a month for sure, I'll definitely be able to at least commit to. And because I'm still want to record, I still want to edit. It's just, man, like I said, hard with the 4 kids, 9 and under, man. Whew.
I bet.
Especially summer.
I wouldn't know, but
yeah, one day, man. One day you got to get there. Well, speaking of that, hey everybody, so FYI Fishing Kit still looking. We got to do it. Oh, we got to do this, guys. All our listeners and viewers. All right, maybe we can set like a blind date. If you guys have some, what's that? So, Fishing Kit is what, early 30s? How old are you? Do you want to tell, or you don't have to tell if you don't want to?
I'll leave it up to their imagination.
There you guys go. He's of age, obviously. So.
Let me shave all this stuff off, and then they can guess.
But let's it could be a blind date, fishing date of some sorts. It'd be kind of cool, interesting. I don't know if anybody knows.
Yeah, let's go look at all these fishing chicks out there. These eligible fishing chicks.
there might be a lot. It might be more than you think. And this is a crazy thing. I was talking to my wife about this. So she was like, not about you, but it's just like, fishing, women. And we're like, I think there's a lot of women and girls who want to fish who doesn't have anybody to help teach them. Or you know what I'm saying? Or get out to be outdoors. I mean, because they number one, they get embarrassed if for some reason they do something wrong. They're like, typical female or whatever. Because maybe they never had whether a brother or father or uncle or something to take them fishing. So that could be an opening, right? I don't.
Yeah, calling all chicks that want to go fishing but too scared to go.
Do it. Nice. But that is I've been seeing a lot of YouTube channels of female fishing, though. I don't know if you've been watching it or anything, but I've been seeing a lot of that a lot lately. We did the podcast previously with Corey, and dude, I really think that's the way the fishing world is going towards YouTube, period.
It's been there already.
It's been there, but I think all the show, television. I don't even watch television anymore. I don't know if you do or not. I don't even watch regular television, cable. I don't even watch anything like shows on television anymore. It's just kind of the way it is. And then I think every fishing person I even watch is on YouTube, right? Tell me that. Have you watched any fishing shows on regular television or anything? Everything you watch fishing, has it not been on YouTube? Period.
Yeah.
I just think that's going to be the way of the world. And then, we're kind of talking a little bit. I think they're going to dominate. I think people who can create content on YouTube are going to dominate the fishing industry. You guys heard this first. Well, not really. I'm pretty sure everybody said that.
It's nothing new.
Nothing
honestly.
New. But I think it's going to dominate the industry, as in, like, whether you're tournament fishing, I don't care how good you are. You can be the greatest fisherman in the world, the best whatever species you're catching. It won't even matter if you don't create a YouTube channel of it or some type TikTok of it.
Maybe.
No. Well, I mean, because even if you're the greatest of all this, but nobody's going to watch you. Nobody could, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to follow you because they want, unless, is there still people out there that you think that follows fishermen to see how much they win tournaments wise?
I don't know if people do. I'm pretty sure people do because people watch anything nowadays.
But do you think but they can't even watch the tournaments a lot of times.
It's on TV.
It's on TV like after when they edit it. And then on top of that, it's just only is because if it's broadcast on something.
Yeah, but all the big tournaments are. It's like all the big tournaments that matter are broadcasted on TV.
But nobody's watching TV.
Well, apparently some people are.
Some, still.
Enough. But just because me and you don't watch TV doesn't mean nobody's watching TV.
True. No, I agree with you. But you gotta admit though, at least a large portion of the population is not watching TV as much as they're slowly going towards YouTube.
Well, I think it's been that way for a while now.
Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, I think YouTube is going to be the biggest influencer of fishing for the next decade. Period. Maybe TikTok, but TikTok, I've been, it's kind of weird because, my TikTok, I look at like, why I got so many fishing shit? It's because I got a lot of fishing shit, right? So it's weird when they're swiping through it. And I look at TikTok like, but the fishing stuff is, it's kind of entertaining. But the only thing I actually really like on the fishing stuff on TikTok is like if somebody messes up or, you know what I'm saying? Or something funny. But YouTube is actually entertaining in the sense where you can learn stuff. And then on top of that, you actually can follow people's adventures. I think that's the biggest thing is the adventure part. See, because when I watch your channel, it's like you're saying, like we all have been saying, I live vicariously through you fishing wise when I watch your channel or watch some, you know what I'm saying, or Spencer's or anybody's, right? Mm-hmm. It's your journey. I think that is the biggest. It's gonna be the biggest freaking influence of fishing, in like bar none. You know how many freaking YouTube channels there are out there? It's like 51 or 52 million or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not saying it won't. I'm saying it already is.
No, it is. I think it's going to be more dominant than any tournament fisherman.
Well, the top tournament dogs, they already made it. If they make it on YouTube or not, it doesn't matter to them.
You don't think? Oh, it does. It has to, though.
Dude, if they're banking, like these top elite guys that already have all their sponsorships, all their deals,
they should still be able to. They should still create content like on YouTube or TikTok. They should. They're missing out on the.
They don't need to.
Are you sure? I mean, we can see. That's why I kind of want like a top fisherman pro, like or whoever, like really good notch on, because fishing, even if you're a professional fisherman, like how much do you really think they make it? Like
I'm talking about the top guys. I'm talking about the top guys. I'm not talking about like your Corey Weavers.
No. Even it wasn't even Corey. I'm just because how many thousands I don't even know how many hundreds of people who are considered top notch of the food chain, I guess you can say. Maybe you might be right about the top 5, maybe top 10. I'll give you that. No, you think they make that much money? No way, dude. Because like you were saying before,
not just from tournaments. They make money from other shit. They got their deals, sponsorship, and they already got all that with or without YouTube.
Ugh. You sure, man? I'm not saying they're going to make the YouTube money. I'm just saying they could gain more.
Of course, you can always
marketing.
gain more.
For sure.
But do they need to, these top guys?
You don't think so? Sooner or later, you don't
know.
We're going to have to ask them one day or see if we can ask it. I'm curious because how much do they make?
I mean, does Tom Brady need to make YouTube football videos?
No, but you watch his TikTok. He's starting on TikTok.
Yeah,
because he's marketing his brand. But that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yes, he doesn't need to because they're multi-millionaires. But there's no multi-millionaires that are fishermen. Kid, there's a difference.
I don't know. Is there not?
I don't know. I don't think so. Because you look at the biggest prize money for fishing. I don't know what it is, honestly, so I haven't looked it up. But I can guarantee you it's not Tom Brady money. It's not Tom Brady one contract money or 1 year. Not even close.
But they're not. Their income isn't just the tournaments.
True. No, I'm with you on that. Like you're saying, the sponsorship deals on everything. But I don't think the sponsorships can't pay you. They're not going to pay you more than what they can gain back. And I think by you not having content, not whether YouTube channel or Instagram or any of that, if you don't have any of that, you can be like I just said, you can be the greatest fisherman. You can win all these tournaments. Yes, you got this money. Yes, you got that, the sponsorship. But sponsorship is not going to last for long if you don't have a viable way to reach audience.
Look, I get what you're saying. But I'm just saying the top guys don't need YouTube.
We can agree to disagree.
I mean,
look, I think
it doesn't have to be fine. It doesn't have YouTube.
They can make a living. If that's what it comes down to, yes.
So what's the threshold here? So what is the what's the bottom line?
That's okay.
Like 100, like $1 million a year. 2 million a year, 500,000.
Well, my thoughts are it would have to be your cost of living. I guess you're right, because I mean they can probably fish and survive if their cost of living and the way they live is bar none. All they do is fish, and if they don't do anything else, like you know what I'm saying.
Well, they're professional fishermen. I don't think they're doing anything
agreed,
else. But
they're not. I guess no. I guess you're right. I guess it's just the way it depends on the way you live.
It's like if these top guys are broke being tournament, the best tournament anglers, then there's no point in doing it if you're going to be broke, even if you get to the top.
Well, Corey just told us a lot of people who try to do this and do it.
Yeah, they go broke trying to get up there.
But the guys who are up there, I mean, well, what do you consider is up there? What do you think?
I don't know.
Top.
I don't follow tournaments. The elites or whatever they say for the bass guys. Sure, maybe your catfish guy, he'll probably need a YouTube to supplement his income and stuff.
But you don't think the bass guys do? But I think I think you're right.
Guys at the top of the game, no.
Yeah, I could see that, but I think it would expand their brand if they do. I'm not saying they need it. I guess I said that wrong. I wouldn't say they need it, but I think they could definitely build a major brand if they had social media, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. See, the thing, even like Facebook, Instagram's kind of outdated. Even Twitter's Twitter's still there, but I would say like obviously TikTok and for sure YouTube for sure. I believe that they can build their brand to another level, especially if they're top tier fishermen.
Yeah, if their YouTube content's bottom tier, I mean, just having a YouTube doesn't mean anything.
Very true. But if you're the top tier guy, and like you were saying, they should be able to afford somebody who can edit and create good content for them.
Yeah, but if they're like boring to watch, it doesn't matter how good the editing is. You can't have both.
You can have both. You can be a great a fisherman or a great whatever industry you're in and create good content. You can do both.
You can do both, but that's not everybody.
True. That's not everyone, but I think they should. I think that's the way the future is going.
I mean, yeah, I should be like having 100,000 subscribers, but I don't.
But you will. See? Everybody, come on, prove me right. You think you'll have 100,000 by a decade?
If I could keep it up for a decade, maybe.
It'd be interesting. All right, we'll jot this down. Hey, guess what I found out? Well, not found out, but so what I was just saying, I don't know. This is me. I just do this weird shit. So there's like 51 something million YouTube channels. So when we first started this podcast, I think I talked to you and you're like, well, whatever the hell podcast. There was only like about a little bit over 1 million podcasts. That was what, a year and a half, 2 years ago, right? We started this. There's over 4 million podcasts now. So not only has it doubled, tripled, quadrupled since we started this podcast.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying it's social media, and I told you, like, podcast is going to be the future, man.
Yeah, but it probably won't quadruple in the same amount of time ahead of us, though.
I don't know. I could see it being 15 million podcasts, 16 million podcasts in the next
2 years.
In 2 years, I could see it. I'm not saying all 16 million of those are viable and you know, are live, because the same thing with YouTube. Just because you have a YouTube channel doesn't mean it's current content. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't matter if podcasts are dead in 4 years,
for sure,
or 2 years. Those shouldn't even count.
No, but I could definitely see podcasting, whether, you know, I don't care what you're talking about, being 16 million in 2 years. I kid you not.
Maybe.
You didn't believe me. I told you it went from 1 million to 4 million in 2 years since we started this.
What do you mean I didn't believe you?
You know, you're like, what the hell podcast? Huh? Who listens to that?
Now, just like,
and you jumped on it. That's a crazy thing. You're like, whatever. And you still did it.
I didn't say anything either way. I don't know where you're getting this from.
I don't know. I felt that.
It wasn't like I was like, no, podcasts aren't going to grow that much.
But
you're making it sound like I said that.
Maybe. I don't know. But I think it will, though. I think in 2 years, maybe through. I wouldn't be shocked if it's at 15 to 16 million in 2 more years. Podcasts.
I don't know. I don't think it could keep the growth up in the same amount of time.
Well, I think it can because of the viability of it. And then number two, I think it's, in a way, it's taken over media. Podcasting is taking over media, and then I believe podcasting is also taken over books in a way.
You can't really compare the two.
Books or media?
Books.
You can't compare it, but I believe it kind of is. And the reason I say that is because podcasting, I mean, we talk for about an hour or whatever, right? That's just us because we're talking about fishing, beer, whatever. But there's a lot of podcasts that it's out there that it's technically a book. If you listen to it, it's every episode is a book.
Like, what do you mean? Like,
it's the content and the information that they spew out and that they talk about and everything. It's the same thing that would have been in a book, but unedited. I don't know if that makes, because when you write a book, you have to edit all the words, all the language and all that shit, right? So they have to clarify all that stuff. But podcasting, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how many podcasts you listen to, but I listen to a lot.
I listen to like 4.
I listen to probably like, I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't even count. I can count. I probably like, I try new podcasts every here and there. I try new ones, just to see whatever. But I'm telling you, kid, because podcasting is like books, unedited. Because,
what kind of book?
Anything. Like, let's just talk about business. There's so many business podcasts out there. It's unbelievable. Okay.
And that makes sense. Like a Sports Illustrated or a Newsweek.
Yeah, okay. Let's just say that.
That makes sense.
Yes.
But I'm talking about,
fishing?
I don't know, Lord of the Rings, story driven.
Tons.
Format.
You would be surprised. There's
I know there's podcasts where they talk about like Lord of the Rings and stuff.
Yes. Oh, you're talking about like not fictional stuff, like fictional, like stories. Yeah, right?
Storytelling stuff.
Okay, that is different. That one can't be compared. I'll give you that for sure.
Well, when you say books,
like I'm talking about more like nonfiction books.
Well,
like nonfiction books, because people, like, if I had my story I wanted to tell and I wrote a book about it, I could just do it on a podcast and do multiple podcasts versus writing a book of what my life and story was. And anybody who has, they want to do a book about themselves, or like it's how they get better, whatever the case may be, they just start a podcast versus a book. That's where I'm talking about. You're talking about the fiction. You're right on that. That you can't compare like a story about fictionals. I think that will still be around. But I think like all the non-fictional book shit, I think it's all going to go straight in a podcast, dude.
Like the non-scripted storytelling stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's fiction or non-fiction.
Well, fiction, I think you're right on that, because fiction is more like, because fiction is more like stories, whatever, telling, right? I think you're right on that. I think that will always stay around for books wise. I think that will always stay around for books. But like non-fiction stuff, I think that's going all towards podcasting. A lot of it.
Yeah, but basically it's just conversation.
Yes. Nonfiction, I think that you're spot on. Nonfiction books are technically conversation, whether the person is talking to somebody or talking to you as an audience. That's what I feel. I don't know. I could be wrong. But that's why I said 60 million. We'll see. I could be right. Could be wrong. We'll see if we even last till 2 more years, right? You never know.
I don't know.
We're going to try. Be fun. I don't know. We're at 100 and something odd episodes. So in 2 more years, we should be at 200, 300 episodes. Right? Too. Dude, Joe Rogan's at like almost 2,000 episodes. That's insane.
Well, that's his day job.
True. And he does it like 3 or 4 times a week. So
yeah,
that's his job. Oh, that is his day job. But actually, he's still a comic and he does UFC. So
yeah, but that's like his main thing, though. He's not doing UFC commentary 3-4 times a week.
Very true. Very true. But yeah, sorry, man. Sorry, everybody listening. We kind of got off track. I don't know how that. I was just talking and shit just kind of got off track. What you got, man?
I've been getting the kayak out more lately.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, fishing still sucks, but
been going local?
Yeah, I haven't traveled anywhere this year other than down to our Kansas trip, and that was a little rough.
Yeah, it was super rough. Well, gas prices doesn't help us wanting to travel at the moment too. We should talk to a lot of fishermen. Like, has that affected travel? I think it's affected travel for fishing for sure. Like taking trips, driving wise.
Well, yeah, like bigger trips.
Yeah, not just us, just everybody, in general, obviously.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen as many out of staters here when I went a couple times, which is.
When'd you go though?
I think I went last week.
During the week?
Did I go last? I'm trying to think. I may have went last weekend. I went for a little bit.
Where'd you go though?
The spot, normal spot, and sucked. I only went for like an hour, 2.
A spot that a lot of people go to?
Pretty much.
A spot that you would normally see a lot of out of towners?
Possibility. Down. Yeah. Well, maybe there's no biting either, so because they didn't bite for me. But
yeah,
I
mean, we're that weird time of the year.
That's true too. But no, I haven't seen. So I don't know, man. I think it is affecting travel, obviously for fishing, and then plus fuel. That's crazy though. What Corey said, like, dude, it costs like $100 some per fishing trip for them, for tournament fishermen, all day long.
Just for gas.
Just the boat gas is what he said. He's like, it cost them over $100 some, and that's just for boat fuel. But then again, their engines are freaking enormous.
Yeah, they got more horsepower than my car.
Yeah.
They're probably running 150s, 200s, 250s.
I think you're right. Speaking of new cars, shout out to Mark. I don't think he ever listens to our shit. Must be nice to get a new truck. You're driving all the time, fool. If you listen to this part, well, I'll tag him. I go, you better listen to this because I have a message for you. You're driving all the time from the next year. You
think that's gonna change him driving?
No, but you hear this, Mark? Prove us wrong. This is our friend Mark. So you guys are listening. Prove us wrong, Mark. You have to drive us ice fishing and fishing forever for at least the next year.
Out of state.
Out of state. Yes, I like that. We'll chip in for fuel, guy.
He should have pretty decent fuel economy in that non-truck that he bought.
Oh. I got a Ridge. Okay, so our buddy he bought a Ridgeline.
Let's ask the audience: is the Honda Ridgeline a truck?
Oh shit!
A real truck?
Wow, we're opening up a can. So it depends.
Only the guys that own Honda Ridgelines will say yes. And there's probably 5 of you guys.
Dude, I own a Honda Ridgeline. It's not 5 of us, bastard. No, there's more. But I will. So this is the thing. It depends, in my opinion. It depends on what generation Ridgeline you got. I have the older generation Ridgeline that I have a 2000. Shit, I forgot. Was it 2007, 2008? So it's older. So when it first came out, originally, I think a year or two after when it first came out, I would consider it, because the bed is small as shit, I would consider that an SUV. That's me, and I own a Ridgeline. I would consider the new Ridgelines, the one that our buddy just got, I would say it's a truck. I wouldn't say it's like a full-blown towing capacity, all this bullshit trucks. But
it's not a truck.
Even his, you don't think so? It's a truck. It's like a mini. Is your truck a truck?
Yeah. Body on frame is a truck. That what defines trucks.
Body on frame?
Yes.
So his is right. I don't know. Actually, I have no idea about the new Ridgeline. I don't know them too much. They look like a damn truck to me.
They got a bed.
So
I think the bed length is the same, right, as yours.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. Let me go look it up. I don't think I like I was just saying. I don't consider mine a full truck. I think I consider mine a SUV
because of the truck bed, the size.
The truck bed is so small, and then just the components of it. I just feel like it's an SUV. I don't think it's like
the new Ridgeline. Ain't that different? It just
I don't know. It looks like a damn truck. I don't know, man. We have a lot of I think we have a lot of Hmong listeners, so they might know too. I think there's a few that has some Ridgeline, so they could chime in on this. I have no idea. It looks like a damn truck to me. It's kind of a truck. You're gonna get some hating on from Honda owners.
Nah, sorry, Honda owners. You ain't fooling nobody.
Oh boy! All right, Mark D. We have to have. We might have to have him back on this podcast. We'll see if I can grab him on, and he can argue if it's a truck or an SUV. Do you consider it an SUV? I'm assuming.
I just consider it, I don't know, wannabe truck. It fits Mark though. It fit Mark's. It fits Mark.
Well, yes, it fits him. It fits his personality for sure. But it's still a truck, dude.
Nah.
Oh my god, this is gonna be so funny. I want to hear. I'm telling you,
the only people that are gonna say that it is a truck are gonna be a Honda Ridgeline owner.
I don't know, man. You got the Chevy and the Ford people hating each other, and they both are trucks, and they hate each other. So,
but they're not gonna dispute the fact that an F-150 or a Silverado or a Colorado or a what's it called?
Even Toyota, you're right on that. Even Toyota has the Tundra. It's considered a truck.
Tacoma truck.
And Tacoma is a truck.
I'm trying to think of the Chevy, or not the Chevy, the Ford midsize truck. Damn it, what's it called?
F-150, 250.
Oh, F-150 is the full size, the half ton.
Yeah, and then you got F-250, F-350, freaking.
I'm talking about their mid-sized truck.
The Ranger?
Yeah, Ranger. There we go. Like, that's a truck.
You don't consider the original, dude. You're a hater. I gotta lie. If you consider the Ranger a truck, the Ridgeline's a truck, bro.
No.
What? Oh my god!
Just put it.
I'm not even. I don't really care.
Put it on your Facebook.
All right.
Do a poll. Is the Honda Ridgeline a real truck?
All right, this episode is gonna be funny as hell. We gotta find out. I'm curious too. Even the newest Ridgeline though.
Same concept. It's just the newer generation.
I don't think it's the same. I have to look it up. I don't know. Is it? I don't know. I have to look it up. I haven't seen it.
It's the same concept.
So I have to look it up. Interesting. Oh my goodness, this is so funny. You're gonna have so many. Actually, you're gonna have like Ford and Chevy guys like, yeah, kid, you're right on.
Well, just truck people in general, and like, yeah, he's right.
I agree with you. Like I said though, my generation Ridgeline, I agree with you. The new Ridgelines, it looks like a truck. I'm not saying, I haven't looked at the specs. I don't know. But when I look at it, it looks like a truck. It looks like a mini truck. Don't get me wrong. It looks like a mini truck. But it's a truck. What constitutes a truck? You just said just body and frame. That's it.
Yes. That's one of the things.
You don't think it looks like a truck? The new Ridgeline?
It has a truck bed.
That's not the question. You don't think it looks like a truck?
Nah.
Oh no! It looked like it.
It's the here Subaru Baja.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Now tell
that's
me,
funny.
Do you think that is a truck?
No, that's an SUV. Or I wouldn't even say that's an SUV. That's just a vehicle. I don't know.
Yeah.
An SUV.
Well, the Baja is a station wagon with the back chopped off.
Yeah.
The Ridgeline is a SUV with the back chopped off.
So if the Ridgeline had the same size bed as the normal F-150, would you consider it a truck then?
No, it's not about the bed size.
It's just the frame and the body.
Well, it's just everything else too.
What do you need for it to be a truck? Right now, the Ridgeline, the way it's set up, the newest Ridgeline.
It's set up the same as the old Ridgeline.
This is too funny. I love it. No, I'm not arguing. I don't know if you're right or wrong. I have no idea because, like I said, I have a Ridgeline. I don't think my Ridgeline's a truck. I think it's an SUV. The newest Ridgelines, like I just said, it looks like a truck. So
same thing.
It looks different. It looks like a truck. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, it does not look like a truck.
Oh boy, that's a good.
Put a poll on your Facebook page.
Is the new 2022
or whatever. It doesn't have to be new or just put.
No, it has to be new. No, because the old, like I just said, my Ridgeline is not a truck.
There's no difference between the old one and the new one.
Are you sure the newest one looks kind of like a truck? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, looks like it has a truck bed.
I have a bed, but it's not a truck bed. It's not even near it.
The only difference is they got rid of those freaking things above the truck bed. That's the only difference.
Those angle thingies. Okay,
yeah, the angle things. That is the difference.
Okay.
Sure, it might be a new platform or whatever, but it's the same concept. Because basically they just took an SUV and put a truck bed on it.
Yes, mine. I don't know about the new ones. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the new ones is exactly the same thing. They just took an SUV and put a truck bed on.
I'll post something like this, but why don't you post it into the chat with my in-laws? I want to see what they say.
They're freaking Honda fanboys.
That's funny.
Hey,
you're right. No, you're right.
Wait, your in-laws, who are in that chat? Kim?
Yeah.
A Honda Ridgeline owner. Mr. Yang?
No.
A Honda Ridgeline owner.
But before you should ask my brother-in-law, Kim, do you believe your vehicle is a truck? Or because he has the same as mine. Same year, 2007, I believe. If he says, yeah, it's a truck, then
he's wrong.
I think he's wrong.
If he says no, I'm like, exactly.
But the newer trucks, I don't know. It looks like a truck to me.
It's the same thing. It's an SUV with a truck bed.
So what the hell's the difference between so what's the biggest thing on trucks? Maybe y'all can help me understand this. Like, no, seriously. What is the biggest difference between, let's just say, like you just said, a Ranger and a Ridgeline then? Which is called like the lowest freaking truck available that we could constitute. I don't know, man. Because, hey, my Ridgeline can still pull not much. I'm not going to lie, man. I think the Ridgeline can pull maybe like a small boat.
Yeah, I mean...
But
you pull a small boat with a van too. That don't really matter.
That's true. See? So then what the hell constitutes a truck? You just bed, right?
No. Like I said, Subaru Baja has a bed.
Oh my god, it's so funny, dude. Oh yeah, this guy. All right, we should probably end this soon on this conversation, but I probably will. I might have to ask everybody, what do you guys think constitute as a truck? Do you guys constitute the Honda Ridgeline? This is a good question. I like that, Kit. Do you guys constitute that as a valid truck?
Just is the Honda Ridgeline a real truck?
Yeah, I'll put that. I'll put that on MaPop. I'll put that on MaPop. But I just want to ask our audience. I want to see you guys. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, I just want to know: do you constitute the Honda Ridgeline a truck?
No truck person is gonna say yes.
Well, the only thing is, you're saying so a truck person has to own a Ford or a Chevy.
No, they own a Ford, Chevy, Toyota, Nissan.
Okay.
They all have trucks.
Okay, so we're gonna ask them: do you guys consider the newest Ridgeline, right? The newest. We're not talking about just the Ridgeline in general, because like I said, the newest Ridgeline looks like a damn truck. The old ones like mine don't look like a truck.
Doesn't matter what it looks like. It's the same concept.
So, okay, it doesn't matter what it looks like. Is what constitutes a truck then? How it performs, or what is it? That's why I'm confused.
It just has to be a truck.
But you see what I'm coming from. You see what I'm asking, though.
Okay. I mean, if you want to point it to one thing, I would say it has to be a body on frame.
Okay, body on frame.
That's just one thing, though.
Okay. No, that's a good question.
I mean, if somebody comes here and tells me the Ford Ranger is not a body on frame, then I'll be like, well, I guess it's not a truck.
All right.
But more people are going to say the Ford Ranger is a truck before they call a Honda Ridgeline a truck.
Interesting. Not arguing you. You might be right on that, but that's funny. All right, guys. let us know. Is the Honda Ridgeline a truck or not? If not, it's most likely it's just a SUV then, right?
I mean, it's got a truck bed. It is technically.
you just said it's got a truck bed.
Yeah. It's technically an SUV with a truck bed.
Okay, there we go. It's an SUV with a truck bed. That's what Fishing Kit's saying. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. It's an SUV with a truck bed, but it's not a truck.
Because there's SUVs that are body on frame, and people will call them trucks.
What are those?
An SUV on a body that is body on frame, like the SUV version of. Trying to think of an example. I'm not really an SUV guy, but is the Explorer the SUV version of the F-150?
Yeah, I think you might be right.
People would call that a truck still, even though it's an SUV.
Just because it's body and frame.
Yeah.
So I think that's
because they took the truck and made an SUV, not the other way around, an SUV and make it a truck.
Good convo, man. It's dope, dude. Hey, like I just said, my Ridgeline is not a truck, so is what it is.
The new Ridgeline ain't a truck either.
We gotta get Mark on here. He's gonna hate on you so much. I'm just curious. Well, then again, he might agree with you. We never know.
He's not a truck guy.
He's not. He really isn't a truck guy. What is a truck guy? There's no such thing as a definition of a truck guy, is there?
Is Mark a truck guy?
No.
Exactly. But I know we're talking shit about Mark.
I know. So he's got to get on here and come defend himself. So this is why we're talking shit about you, Mark. So you can come on here and get you on. I've been trying to get you on for a while now, man. We'll have a couple beers, have a good time, talk fishing. How you're superb fisherman supposedly, and all that good shit. And yeah, I'm still talking shit about you, bro.
He's a real fisherman.
Right? Oh, here we go. Yeah, what's the definition of a real fisherman? Got to get him on. See, now everybody listening to this, you guys are like, man, who is this cat? All right. He's a real fisherman. So hopefully we'll try to get him on. We're trying to bait him into to get him back on. But sorry, guys. We kind of went on a tangent about trucks. It's kind of cool, though, Fishing Kit. Talking about that because now I'm interested. I'm gonna go look at the specs of everything of the Ridgeline after this. So I'm kind of curious about the new Ridgeline that is. So I want to see if there's any difference between that and the older ones. Fishing Kit said is not. He says the same shit. They just got rid of a few things on the body. So we'll see. So let us know, man. Comment down. Honda Ridgeline, is it a truck? That is the question of the hour. Question of this podcast. Honda owners, we still love you. We still fish. It's all good. You still take your Ridgeline fish. I take mine all the time, so you're still good. Other than that, Kit, you got anything else?
Nope. I'll just keep trucking along, and I'll catch you guys later.
There you guys go. Oh, don't forget. We almost forgot again. Leave us a review. Fishing Kit forgot to remind me, but leave us a review if you have an opportunity. If you listen to this far, holy shit, freaking pound it, guys. That's badass.
I'll be amazed if anybody makes it to the end of this episode.
That is true. I'll be pretty damn amazed. But if you do, appreciate you guys. Do leave us a review on any, I think, like I said, Apple, iTunes, anywhere you can leave a review for us, bad or good. You can be like, these are idiots, it is a truck type of review is fine with us. But other than that, man, until next time, we appreciate you guys. Get his ass up to 2,000 subs. Check out MaPop Fishing. I will be releasing a video once a month, and he's releasing at least once a week. So other than that, guys, till next time.
All right, see you, everybody.